Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you for checking out this video. Today is not going to be about VCOs, filter VCAs with distortion. Today we take a closer look at a module that is simple in a way, so this video is not going to be that long, but very useful. It's the Doppler set of two modules. They are sold together as a pair, the A1731 and the A1732, the micro keyboard manual gate modules. With this set, you can manually generate 1 volt per octave, CVs, and the gates in case you want to play as a keyboard. And of course, the sound, it's dependent on whatever patch you have controlled by here. This just triggers the notes, sends CV and gates. And you have up to 15 buttons, and these can be gate trigger signals, and they can be, if you look at the oscilloscope here, they can be gates. They are open for as long as you hold the button down, or you can set them to be toggles. And to set them to be toggles is very simple. You just hold learn trigger here with these buttons, you hold it down, and you can set any of these buttons to be toggles. If the LED is on, it means it's set to toggle. So let's set this one to toggle the first one. And now, you see, it's toggled high, toggled low, toggled high, toggled low. Now it's not a toggle anymore. It's a gate that is only open for as long as you hold it down. Okay. Overall, what can you do with this? Well, really, there's a lot of things you can do with this. For example, you can control the root node of a sequence, which is sequenced by a sequencer, any sequencer you have, and then you can change the root node so you can transpose the sequence to any other chromatic pitch. And the keyboard actually also gives you 3 octave positions, so this is the lower one. And of course, you can tune your VCO to be lower, higher. That's totally up to you. So then you can go 1 octave higher and higher. Okay. You can generate and send these gate triggers to a start-stop sequencer or as a reset. For example, I have now this gate is going to the reset input on the Winter Modular Eloquencer. And when I hit this key, it's going to reset at the start of the pattern. And of course, you could mult that trigger to, all the sequencers, so you can reset them all together. So what can you do with this? Well, a lot of things, actually. In the pitch and gate micro keyboard, to control the voice of a VCO, you can actually decide how much of this 1.5 octave you are using for pitch, CV, and gate control. All you do, it's like it has a split keyboard function between pitch, CV, and just trigger and gates. You can hold the learn CV button down and say, this is the, I want to stop here with the keyboard. So now, and nothing here, right? Or you want to change it, you want to stop the melodic, the CV, pitch CV to F here. And the rest are just trigger or gates. When it comes to triggering gates, you can, as I said before, hold the learn triggers down, and any of these outputs that you set with the LED switched on, it's your reminder that this is set as a toggle. So this will be a toggle. This is just a gate that is open for as long as you hold it. So you can set any combination of toggles or no toggles. Also, if you're using a few of these keys to trigger envelopes, to send gates for whatever reason, you don't have to press one at a time. You can, press quite a few at a time. So you can have you can trigger a number of envelopes. If you trigger envelopes, you can trigger a lot of things at the same time. Also, let's say you had the keyboard all the way up here, right? Right? You see that I'm taking the CV and gate from down here to control my VCO, but each button is still sending the trigger, the gates out of the individual outputs. So you could, for example, have a situation where if you have something plugged in, maybe you only have some trigger going out with a cable patched in these outputs, and when you hit those nodes, an envelope is triggered, an LFO is triggered, whatever. So that if you're playing a melody, it may play standard way up here, but as you go to the low notes, you can add a wobble or whatever by patching envelopes into your patch. I'm not going to do individual examples right now of every single use, because really, I mean, any module you have that has a CV gate input, you can manually control through this module, which means you can do so many different things that it's no point in me showing every single application, just too many cases to do in one video. These modules are 6 HP wide each, so it's 12 HPs if you put them side by side. The cable that connects the two modules together at the back, it's quite long, so you don't have to put them side by side. You could have a distance between them. There could be even maybe on 2 rows, passing the cables behind the rows. They are 45 millimeters deep, and they require 10 milliamps, minus 12 volts, and up to 100 milliamps, 12 volts. I say up to because really it's only going to drain 100 milliamps if you have all the LEDs on at the same time. So if you only switch some LEDs at a time, you're not going to require 100 milliamps just for this module. I had this module for a while and it has been quite useful. Anytime I was thinking, I need to trigger this envelope at this time, but it's not sequenced, or another sequencing channels, I want to do things manually, this comes handy. And it has so many buttons, up to 15 triggering gates, even if you don't use it as a chromatic pitch control. Indeed, I used it in one other video. It's my ER101, ER102 video. It may have been part 3, where I use a few of these buttons up here to modify on the fly sequences played by the orthogonal devices sequencer. I think it was to change maybe the pitch, to change the gate length, the speed of the play of the tracks. I can't remember what I did. Of course, this is not a 88 keys full hammer piano action type of keyboard with wooden mallets, but the keyboard is responsive enough to play simple melodies or alternating keys. That's fine. Also, the voltage that comes out of the CV pitch control is fine. If we go to the voltage monitor, there will be this red value here. You see, 1.01 is the 1 volt, 0 volts. So it's fine in controlling pitch of your oscillators. So yes, this is another clever module or set of modules from Doepfer, and they have quite a few clever modules. You will see Doepfer as a wide range of modules, and they have quite a few of these specific modules. They do specific things. They do it in a very efficient way. And as I said, it revealed to be useful in a number of occasions. I also used it in my smaller case, the 7-unit portable case. And it's handy to have so many switches to trigger things, depending on what kind of music you are creating. You know what you do with stuff, so you will be the best judge to see if something like this it's going to be helpful in your case. And so, as a quick recap of this very quick video, you have a 1.5 octaves pitch control keyboard with dedicated CV and gate output for the control of your oscillator. And any of these buttons can be trigger gate, and you can set any of these buttons very easily to be a toggle or just a gate that is high only for as long as you hold it. And it can be used literally for anything. Start a stopper sequencer, reset a sequencer, trigger envelopes, send gates to a logic module that is maybe waiting a high signal to then trigger something else. You can trigger drums, just send triggers so you can manually play kick, snare, whatever you want to play. You can trigger samples. So yeah, I mean, it's really open-ended what you can do, as long as you have a CV, but mainly as long as you have a gate input, a trigger input on your module, you can manually control it from here. Okay, guys, this was a very quick review of this module. I like it. I found it useful. I had it for a while and it's staying in my rack. Thank you for watching this video. If you find it useful, please click on like, share it. That would be really helpful. Subscribe. Of course, more videos coming out, and there is especially one video that I'm looking forward to, so it's going to take some time, but a few people asked me to do a review of a specific module, so that is happening. I can't say which one it is yet, but yeah, I'm sure most of you will be pleased to see the video when it comes out. So yeah, subscribe so you're not going to miss anything, and as usual, have fun, keep Euro racking.